everybody. Time for some skincare. I'm not gonna stay on too long. Just gonna do my skincare, talk a little bit, chat a little bit, and then you know go into my go do some stuff. Cause tomorrow I go back into the schools, and so you know I wanted to say something about it because this is a huge debate going on, and it's about to be something. So let's talk about it. Um, so uh, Let me say this first off. My school is going on a modified schedule for the next month, and the reason why they're doing that is because they're saying that so our students will only be there. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Enamored. So our students will only be there for 50 minutes. Well, they'll be there from 8 until like noon, 12:50. So they're going to be out then. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Melissa. So we're going on a modified schedule. Part of the reason for the schedule is to eliminate lunchtime. So our students, hi, Casey, will be going on a modified, they will have a grab and go lunch, right? The reason being is because lunch is basically a super spreader event, right? And see, you can do that because you're talking early, you're talking preschool. So if you feel like you need to, excuse me, push it back, go ahead. But let me give y'all some realities about this situation. As a human, I want to go remote. I want to sit my ass in my house and not worry about the world outside of my house and just do and just go shopping, do my shopping and everything, go back to that life for a minute because it's real out here. But as an educator, I understand why these schools need to stay open. And so let's talk about that and let's just be honest about that. Listen, during the pandemic, we lost a lot of students. We lost a lot of students, right? Um, During that time. Students just never went to school. I have students right now that, you know, had been in school since seventh grade. Literally didn't go to school. Their parents never got technology. Even the ones who, some of them never tried to get the technology. I mean, school, and let me tell you something, the schools were doing their best trying to get these kids. So let's not say it's the schools either. Hey, D'Angelo, hey, because the school I was had it in place where we were doing calls all the time. We had people that were really trying to manage these students. Some students we never got a hold of. Once the school shut down, we never saw them again. Now, school, a lot of school districts passed those kids because it was like, oh, it's a pandemic. It's not their fault, and it was not their fault. So now we have a whole lot of students that missed over a year of schooling, which means that me as a teacher have to try to bridge that gap, do that, but still give them things that are on grade level. Think about that. So, you got the kids who stayed in school who are doing what they're supposed to do. Then you got these kids that never were in school. And then you have the middle ground where they were kind of coming to school, but not really. Half the time they weren't. When they figured out they really didn't have to, they really didn't do their work. They were half doing their work. All these things was happening, right? Then on top of it, let's just be honest. Parents don't want their kids at home. We can sugarcoat it, we can make it sound better, but a lot of parents do not want to deal with their kids at home. They're putting up TikToks about it. People laughing at it. Oh yeah, yeah. Because the reality is that people found out. Damn, I don't want to deal with my kids like this. I don't want to deal with my kids like this. So these schools will not shut down. We will not go for remote learning again. That's not gonna happen. I can promise you that. It's not gonna happen. Now I think that the schools, just in general, need to go ahead and mandate masks and everything because I'm hearing that in other states they're not because we got so many states that and hear me out about this. These states that are not mandating it, it's because the constituency has pushed back so hard. See what I'm saying? Illinois, we don't have that problem. Everybody wearing masks. They told us go back to masks. We said, okay, we wearing masks. We don't have that problem here because we like, okay, folks ain't doing right, but at least they gonna wear their mask. You have all these people who feel like this is against their God-given right. How dare you tell me to wear a mask? So therefore, there are states that ain't gonna push the mask mandate because they know that it could affect, because the lawmakers, because the politicians understand it could affect them being re-elected. So they're gonna go with what their people want. And that's the reality of it. See, that's what you have to be honest about. It ain't because they just being assholes. It's because the people that they know that re-elect them, that vote for them, don't want it. So they're going to go ahead and say, no, let's not do this. So all of this that we're dealing with is based on these humans. So as a human, I would love to go back to full lockdown, right? Right. They don't want masks. So there ain't going to be no mask. And that's just the reality of it. And the schools are not going to shut down, because if they shut down, then especially in those states, they can't shut down. Because why? Because then you are acknowledging that there is a problem. And the whole point of this is, oh, ain't no fucking problem. So, Happy New Year. Hey, Lala, haven't seen you in a long time. So that's what we live in. So that's what I'm saying is like, and I know educators are irritating me because they know what happened. I get it. We want to stay safe. I want to stay safe too, but I get that they ain't gonna shut us down again. Yeah, but we ain't gonna shut down. Listen, America is not gonna shut down economically. They're not gonna shut down because we are a country built on capitalism. So big business don't want this shit to happen again. It ain't gonna happen again, y'all. So like I said, I need to go on re up before the shit sell out. I'm about to go put in an Amazon order for everything. I got to make sure I got all my vitamin C. I got to make sure I have all my, all those things, because that's what's gonna happen. And that shit's about to run out because people gonna be like, oh fuck, let me get my shit in order. Matter of fact, let me do that today. Yeah, we are, but we definitely need to. So, yeah, that's where we stand. And so it's going to be rolling. Nope. Oh, it ain't gonna be no stimulus. Right? See, I need to, as soon as I get off of here, I'm gonna send my ass on Amazon, get me some more elderberry, get me some more vitamin C, get me some more vitamin D. I think I have enough vitamin D right now, but I think they need to cross. I'm gonna tell B, listen, let's put these orders in, because that's exactly what's happening, and that's what it's going to be. Because people still don't want to acknowledge the fact that, hey, Lisa, I haven't seen you in a long time either. They don't want to acknowledge the fact that this is what's happening. People still want to live with rose-colored glasses on, right? They want to live with rose-colored glasses and act like this shit ain't gonna happen. Listen, I'm about to go get my ginger, honey. I gotta go get me some more fresh ginger, so I can have my fresh ginger and hot water, ginger lemon water every morning. These are the things that we need to put in place. And it's all about to be hot, because I said, listen, I don't know about you. Um, yeah, I have zinc. I gotta get my zinc again. Um, yeah, so I'm about to sit here and spend some extra money on vitamin D, vitamin C, all those things that we need to do. Fuck buying perfume, fuck buying makeup. Right now, we need to stay healthy. So we need to pick up every fucking thing we can to help us. Because as soon as I eat, I'm gonna be taking a whole. I'm gonna have my little cocktail of shit ready to go every day, because that's what I'm gonna have to do. You know, um, because that's the only thing we can do is build our immune systems. And no, it might not work for everybody, but shit, you might as well give yourself the best thing possible, because that's what's gonna happen. Hey, Pam. So I'm just being honest with y'all. We are in a space where these motherfuckers. But here's the thing, y'all see that Trump has changed his mind, right? You see, he's talking about everybody needs to get vaccinated now. Here's the thing, Trump wants to get back in office, and if his people if his people wind up where they can't vote, or they start looking different at him, Yeah, he talking about, oh no, everybody, the vaccine's the best thing that ever happened. So now he's gonna take claim for that because now he feel like, right? Listen, I already told y'all the plan. Now I'm telling y'all, if I see Trump or anybody like Trump vote coming up for the presidential, I got a plan. We gonna start this plan, and I think everybody needs to get on board with me. Which is, when it comes down to Republican primaries, we all become Republicans. Now y'all better listen to me. They can't stop us from voting during the primary and then flipping during the general election. But what we can do is stop this shit. I will be a fucking Republican. I don't give a fuck who comes up as Democratic. We'll worry about that later. What I need to know is make sure that nobody else like Trump gets in office. So if anybody looks like they talking like Trump, yeah, I don't fuck. Yeah, Dr. Oz, he can shut his stupid ass up. Dr. Oz, okay, let's just be honest. He ain't been a real doctor in decades. He been making his money on TV, so I don't trust his ass either. But so I'm saying that we have to be realistic, and we have to do what we have to do, because we don't live in that country that's gonna really look out for us. We don't live in that country. We live in a country that is based on the dollar, and they not letting that dollar. Now the only problem they have now is because people are getting out. Why you think the CDC got us now 5 days? Why you think the quarantine time is now 5 days instead of 10 to 14? Because from an economical standpoint, they need people back at work. So they like, feel better. Unless your ass is dying, your ass get back to work. So there we have it. So, you know, and we're not getting paid for those days off. You know that, right? Because that 14 days went away. So now if you wind up in quarantine and you can't work, they don't have to pay you. Yeah, and that's exactly right. The problem is that's why Trump got to tell these motherfuckers, y'all better start getting, um right. I bet you're right, because the vaccination, y'all got to remember, this is a virus. It is mutating. So the vaccination was helping with that first, with that, what they were expecting. It's just like a flu shot. A flu shot cannot guarantee that you're not going to get sick. It's just a help. So as it mutates, yeah, it's going to pop through, because just like any virus, it's learning. The virus learns. It says, "Oh, this is what y'all doing to fight against me with this thing." Okay, so now we're going to mutate a little bit, that because viruses are smart. And so that's what the viruses are doing. And so we have to just take care of ourselves, because our government is not going to do it anymore. Too much money involved. And politically, see, Trump and his people set this thing in motion for some fucking crazy ass reason. And now we have a whole, because see, let me tell you something. We wouldn't be going through all this shit if Trump had not doubled down on his stupid ass agenda and his stance. If he had said, no, 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 we got to do this for this country, all these dumb motherfuckers would have gone along with it, and it would have been fine. But because he's a contrary motherfucker, that I don't know why he decided that this made fucking sense. Now we have a whole bunch of motherfuckers who gonna sit up here talking about their the civil liberties and all this other bullshit. And now we have this bunch of people talking crazy for no fucking reason. It's so ridiculous. People talking about vaccinations, but have been vaccinating their kids and themselves for years, had no clue what the fuck was in those vaccinations. People talking about they don't want to wear a mask, yet we know that when we go into a store, it says no shoes, no shirt, no service, and we wear shoes and shirt because we have to wear it to go into a fucking store. But now we don't want to wear a fucking mask just to keep ourselves and other people healthy. It's the most ass backwards shit I've ever heard of. But that's the world we live in. That's what we're living in right now. So we have to take care of ourselves, because this is not about our government doing shit for us, because that ain't gonna happen. And it's because, and let's be honest, Biden is being Biden isn't doing a lot, but shit, he can't do a lot because this momentum is so strong. The momentum is so strong against it doing anything that they can't. That the government is being locked down, because let's remember, we are a government. We are a we are a people driven country, right? It ain't just like they say, "Oh, we're not gonna do this." No, we vote these people in, and if they feel like they're not gonna get voted in because if they go on this stance, then that's what it is. So now we got. So now watch how much. Here's what you're gonna see. Trump. Two things I think is happening. I have two theories. So here's my first theory. They are all saying Trump wants to um, try again in 2024. He wants to go up again for presidency. So he's trying to clean up his image. That might be one thing. But what I really think is they telling him, if you want this shit to go away, if you want to not to be convicted for any of it, because I'm sure they got him on some shit right now. Trust me, the feds is working hard. If you want this shit to go away, you better stand up and say vaccinate and do this and do that. If Trump does, I promise you, if Trump does a 180 on his stance, on the COVID, then there's something going on in the back that we don't understand. If he starts talking about wearing masks, if we start seeing him wearing masks out in public, if we start seeing him being an advocate for better to to do these things, watch. There's some shit going on in the background that we don't know. There's some shit going on in excuse me, on the back in the background that we don't know. Trust on that one. Because if he all of a sudden starts talking about, oh my God, we got to take care of each other. We need to protect each other. Wear your mask and all this stuff. And all these, and if he really pushes, that's why. It ain't about 2024. It's about keeping his ass out of trouble. And that might be the way they go. That's what they're working on in the background to give him so that he'll shut the fuck up. and and I mean, we have people that treat him and we have people that treat him like he's a fucking demigod. It's amazing. It is amazing what people will do and how they will follow somebody so blindly, no matter what. So, trust me, if he starts acting like, oh no, we need to do better, we need to do that, it's because he's trying to keep his ass out of prison. Or he's trying to keep everybody out of prison, like the junior and all that stuff. He's trying to clean up, get some shit swept under. And they're willing to do that in order to stop this shit. And I agree. And I just have to be honest. At this point I have to agree with that because because if it means that we can slow this shit down, we can get people to act like they got some fucking sense. Get this crazy motherfucker to say whatever we need him to say. Right? What shrine? See what I'm saying? Shrine to Trump. Now, here's the thing that's gonna happen though. It will be interesting because then, of course, and here's the thing about these crazy motherfuckers, they will change this whole conversation to make it that Trump was trying to save us the whole time. I promise you, that's gonna be the next thing. But they're probably gonna do something like, you better do this, and we're not gonna prosecute you, but you can't, you not coming, you cannot go and out try to run for office again. If we see him just fade away finally, it's because they told him, listen, this is what you got to do, or we gonna keep coming for you. Because he ain't the president anymore, so he can't try to, because he really thought as the president he could get away with so many things. So if they finally do that, then that will be when we see him fade. If we see him do this and then fade, that's why. That's why. Listen, I would love for him to fade away. But at this point, I need him to step up and tell these stupid motherfuckers to put on their mask and get vaccinated. That's what I need him to say. He's already saying, everybody, oh no, you need to get vaccinated. I promise you the mask thing is coming next. I promise you. All of a sudden you're gonna see when you see Donald Trump in pictures with a mask on, no, I ain't lying. Know that this is what's happening. But as I said, right? And that is interesting to have signs up for Trump over a year later. Don't nobody give a fuck about his ass. You know they're gonna be doing the animal, right? Yeah, and they think that's just cute and funny until somebody around them gets it, and somebody gets it to the point. See, but here's the thing. They really have this belief until it happens to them. And then that's what's so fucking annoying, because it's like, so until it happens to you, you don't give a fuck about everybody else around you, right? But now you want me to feel sorry for your ass, and you want people to pray for you, and and all these things. And I mean, let me tell you, I know black folks doing the same shit. I'm against the vaccination, don't. And then when somebody in their family get it, pray for my baby. They got it. Or I see them bopping around all the time in the streets, kicking it, hey, 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 ho, 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 and then want some prayers. You make your decisions, and so you got to live by those decisions. And that's the problem. Everybody wants some fucking sympathy, even when you didn't do what you should have, with the simple shit you could have done to stop yourself from getting it. Okay, 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 yeah, okay. So it's like, so you didn't do nothing that you should have done, but you want me to feel sorry for you. You want me to cry for you when the shit don't go your way. No, mm-mm. No, I'm good. Cause I swear I'm seeing people doing that shit, and I just be like, I just listen. If they on Facebook and I know they've been bopping around, and everybody like, oh my god, I'm praying for you, blah blah blah. I just put the sad face or whatever, just to be, or just bypass it, because I know damn well. Oh, so you crying now, but your ass was in the streets 2 minutes. Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah, I saw so many New Year's Eve parties. Everybody kicking it. Hey, hey. Okay, okay, okay. And then live your best unmasked life right now. Cause like I said, I've barely been out. The one time I went to a work event, one time I went out, ate some food, and they sending me a message. Hey, you were. Oh, it's happening right now because of Christmas, and that's gonna be worse. Yeah, because of New Year's Eve. And that's why it's funny. People, like, I'm seeing people who are educators, who work in education, talking all this bullshit. But then I see but then I see what you're doing, and you in the streets. You all cute up. I know you ain't sitting in your house cute like that. You going out, and it's okay. But be honest that you part of the problem. I'm about to post that up on Facebook for everybody bopping around, kicking it like ain't no fucking COVID. Remember, you part of the problem, so don't cry about the shit how it is right now. Cause I'm staying my ass in pretty much, so I can have some quality of life at some point. And y'all fucking it up. Well, we ain't never gonna get back to that quality of life. I'm not expecting it to ever be, you listen, we ain't never gonna go back to before COVID, but at least we can have some quality of life. They're keeping us, they keeping us at this space. We are stuck. And we're gonna be stuck here every year if they keep doing this shit. Like in the summertime, yeah, it wasn't so bad because let's just be honest, we're outside. We're, you know what I'm saying? The heat and all fine. We weren't getting colds then. But as soon as the weather changes, and then it's going to rise because it's a virus, and this is a perfect time for it. Oh, okay, lungs is being filled up. Let me find a space. But we crying for folks. And here's the thing: the people who, and you can always tell because the people who are really suffering from it, right? The people who are really suffering, check this out. They don't say anything about being vaccinated, but they want a whole lot of sympathy about where they're sitting right now. Because I've been checking it. There are people who, I mean, I know some people who really suffer from it. Now, you don't hear them say something about, I was vaccinated, I was trying to do the best I could, and this. No, they ain't saying all that, but they want that sympathy. And that's how you know that they weren't doing that. But now they want you just to be in this moment with them because they're hurt. And hey, I get it because the shit is fucked up. But if you didn't do anything to prevent any prevention, and yes, some years from now, we might find out that this COVID vaccine did something for some. But you know what? At this point, and based on what I'm hearing, hey, Faith, how are you feeling? You know, I mean, honestly, basically, a vaccination, most of them are based on, okay, we're going to give you something so your body learns how to fight it. That's pretty much what a vaccination is. I don't know if anybody understands this, but a vaccination basically teaches our body how to fight it. It gives us just, you know what I'm saying? That's the majority. That's what a vaccination usually does. I don't know if people know this. My nurses, am I right? Most vaccinations are about teaching our bodies how to fight it, getting the antibodies. With the rapid mutation, our body is starting to learn how to fight it, but it doesn't have enough time. And because we're still letting this shit linger and keep going on, yes, they're saying, the new one is less virulent, but that's because, a lot of times with viruses, they do um, become a little bit less as they go, as the virus mutates. But at this rate, we ain't never gonna get it to the point where our body can really fight it because we keep doing this shit. We keep allowing these viruses back into us, and and our body don't have time to learn how to fight this in general. No, our bodies can't fight the flu. Flu is a virus, but it has enough antibodies that it can usually knock it out some or help us make it through. People get sick from the flu every year. People get pneumonia. We're all going to have these things happen, but at least we're giving ourselves a fighting chance. We're not giving ourselves a fighting chance because it's moving so quick through the population. It's moving so quickly through the population that it's ridiculous. So it's like, so what you want us to do? But then you want to cry about it because we're not taking the measures. We don't have to go to that bar. We don't have to go to that party. We don't have to do those things right now. We can do things in a more controlled, healthy way. Listen, I ain't gonna sit up here in front. I had a get together in April for my birthday, right? But at that point, we were so deep into people not going out, it was a little bit better, And now, shit, now I tell you, you got to come with a negative COVID test. But at least the people that were there were the people who I knew, We're not bopping around in the streets because I don't. Yeah, because if I see your ass bopping around, you can't come by my house. But once again, you ain't even got to do it now because so many people are don't give a fuck. They're putting us all at risk, and then they want to cry, and then it's like worried. Oh my god! Like all these people. Listen, all these people talking about they don't want to go back to school, and oh my god, half them people I didn't watch them posting up about what they've been kicking it and doing it over Christmas break. So you part of the problem anyway, and that's the reality. So like in my school, we can't wear cloth masks now. We have to wear N95 or a surgical one, and then we can put a cloth mask over it. But we have to. So basically, if you want to wear a cloth mask, but you got a double mask. So like now, I gotta order me a box of masks. Thank you, Jim. So now I have to like that's one of the things. If I, after I get off of here, I gotta get my Amazon order. Y'all better get listen. It's 17 of y'all on here right now. A, I need my likes. B, everybody needs to go on and get their Amazon orders up and running right now. Hit your Costco's. Um, do whatever you need to do to keep yourself healthy. That's all we can do right now. I gotta go through my stuff that's in the house right quick because I had already started buying stuff. I just gotta be make sure. Look, I gotta go get me my thing to take my stuff with me every day, my supplements with me every day because I don't get to eat until 1 o'clock. It looks like my lunch won't be till 1 o'clock, so I'll be taking my supplements at 1 o'clock every day to make sure that I'm staying healthy, and that's what y'all need to do. So protect yourself because the yeah, the humans and the government are not trying to protect us. We as people are not trying to protect each other, and the government is not going to protect us because that is not what the people want them to do. Listen, the best I can do is go to the grocery store, pick up my UPS. B wants to go eat one day, and that's it. That's it. I can't be out in these streets. Yep. Listen, I'm about to go buy my beans. I'm about to be a bean eater again. Honey, get your stuff for your smoothies, whatever you need to do. What supplements am I using? In general, I use turmeric, vitamin C, vitamin D. You need elderberry. Um, what else do you need? You can do a B12, but you definitely need to get you some zinc, some echinacea, because if you do start, I'm taking echinacea also. So I'm taking zinc, echinacea, vitamin C, vitamin D, and and elderberry. So those are the five plus my regular stuff. So yeah, yeah. Yes, I got all of them, but I'm about to buy some more just in case. You know, you never know. So I'm about to make sure I'm about to go look at my stores. You know how it is. You got to go look and see what you got, and then go ahead and make sure you supplement it. So you ret. Yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great day. Oh, I got my blood nutrients, but that's for my anemia. Um, if you have anemia, that you don't necessarily need to do iron. Get your blood nutrients. Helps you out a lot. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great day. I will talk to you all later. Got some things I need to be doing. One of them is I gotta go feed my son. So we out of here, Alicia. You have a great day. Talk to you later.